Hello and welcome to KLM Institute.
Today we bring you a heart-shaking story from Africa, from the war-torn nation of Sudan, where horrifying reports are emerging of another mass killing, echoing the darkest days of its past. According to verified sources and international media, nearly 2,000 innocent civilians have been brutally killed in the city of El Fasher, the capital of North Darfur. What's happening now in Sudan is not just a conflict, it's a human tragedy unfolding before the world's eyes. The violence has been blamed on the Rapid Support Forces, known as the RSF, a powerful paramilitary group that once grew out of the feared Janjaweed militias, the same group accused of genocide in Darfur 2 decades ago. Now, the same horrific pattern has returned. Entire neighborhoods in El Fasher have been destroyed. Families have been wiped out. Videos show blood-soaked streets and mass graves, proving that these are not just rumors, they are realities of another genocide taking shape. The United Nations has condemned the killings in the strongest terms, calling them unimaginable crimes against humanity. The World Health Organization has raised alarms about hospitals being attacked and medical staff being executed inside maternity wards. More than 460 people were reportedly killed inside a single hospital in El Fasher. WHO officials say Sudan's entire health system is collapsing under the weight of this war. The political roots of this crisis go deep. Sudan has been torn between two major forces since April 2023, the Sudanese Armed Forces SAF, led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and the RSF led by General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, known as Hemedti. Both claim to represent the future of Sudan, but in reality, ordinary people are paying the price. Analysts say this power struggle is not only political, it is also deeply ethnic. The RSF is largely drawn from Arab tribes, while many of its victims in Darfur are from non-Arab African communities. This ethnic divide has now turned into an organized campaign of violence, resembling the genocide that shocked the world in the early 2000s. Sudan's economic condition is equally dire. Inflation is sky-high, the local currency has lost almost all value, and millions are facing starvation. Over 25 million people, that's more than half of the population, are in urgent need of food and humanitarian aid. The conflict has destroyed farmlands, closed schools, and cut off electricity and water supplies in several regions. Life has become a daily struggle for survival. Socially, Sudan stands divided and exhausted. Communities that once lived together in peace, Arabs, Fur, Masalit, and Zaghawa, now see each other through the lens of suspicion and fear. Over 9 million people have been displaced within the country and into neighboring Chad, South Sudan, and Egypt. The refugee camps are overcrowded and disease is spreading fast. Religiously, Sudan is a Muslim-majority nation. About 91% of the population follows Islam, mostly Sunni Muslims. Around 6% are Christians, and nearly 3% follow indigenous African faiths and other beliefs. Despite this diversity, religion itself is not the root cause of the violence, it's the misuse of power and deep ethnic rivalries fueled by political ambition. Sudan is one of the largest countries in Africa, covering an area of about 1.88 million square kilometers, yet its vast land is now scarred by war. The international community fears that if the world remains silent, Sudan could completely collapse into chaos, just like Somalia or Libya. The United Nations Security Council has called for an immediate ceasefire and an international investigation into the mass killings. Human rights organizations are urging global powers to impose sanctions on RSF commanders and to deliver humanitarian aid quickly. However, global response has been slow, partly because the world's attention is divided between multiple ongoing wars. What's happening in Sudan today is not just a local issue, it's a warning to humanity. The world said, "Never again," after Rwanda and Darfur, yet history is repeating itself. As voices of survivors reach out through videos and social media, it's clear that Sudan needs more than sympathy. It needs urgent action, justice, and peace. This was a detailed report from KLM Institute. If you care about humanity and want to stay informed about real global stories, do like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep telling the truth.